Hello everyone, welcome back to Waterdeep Resurfaced. I am your DM, once again, an air elemental who's absolutely ravaging the Midwest, considering what is going on outside of my house right now. I'm gonna have to multitask today, because apparently that is not going to be ending anytime soon. So while I'm doing that, I'm also going to be playing some D&D. Victoria, would you like to do some announcements, please?
I sure would. First of all, we just want to give a big thanks to our sponsors, Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is... Oh, I just completely blanked on my script. Hold on, I gotta look at it. Little Dragon Corp is a Canadian dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. You can check out their Twitter at Little Dragon Co. 1 to stay updated on all their awesome products, and you can use the coupon code PROBONUS. Sorry, I'm pulled away from the PROBONUS. When you head over to littledragoncorp.com, you'll get 10% off of your order. Cardboard Castle Games, jalapenos, is a lovely game store local to the Evans, Georgia area. If you're there, please give them your patronage and tell them Proficiency Bonus sent you to get 10% off. If you're not in Evans, Georgia, check them out online. Additionally, don't forget to check out our other games. The schedule is posted below the Twitch video feed, but you can also do exclamation point schedule. Basically, like we stream almost every day here, we have games for several published 5e modules, we have 5e homebrew games, and some of our games are systems other than 5e entirely, so we probably have something up your alley. Also, just as like a general note, we don't have any like recruiting happening right now, but like for any specific game, but we are always interested in recruiting like GMs, just like friends, people who want to like play stuff, who just want to like be a part of our community. So you should follow us on Twitter at ProfBonus and also join our Discord, because those are the places where we will like put out applications when we do have different games and content opening. We welcome all experience levels here at Proficiency Bonus, and we also like specifically encourage applications from members of the LGBTQIAP plus community, as well as Black, Indigenous, and people of color. So come and hang out with us. We also kind of as a trail on that, our Discord is like for the community, so come hang out. Thank you, Adrian Von Ziegler, for some of the music that we use here in the background on Wednesdays. He's a really talented composer. He's got great content usage rules. You can check out his YouTube and Patreon, and if you're able to, please support him. Kristy, anything for MysticHour?
Not this week. I believe this week is the finale for Star Wars, so tune in tomorrow for that. End game.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's it from me. I'm eating a chip.
Me too.
Chel, you're muted.
Is there anything else that anybody would like to add before we move into a recap? All right.
Oh, there is one more thing. There is one more thing. Oh. There is a finale coming up. There's two finales. We have Star Wars tomorrow, and then Friday is the finale of Shadowrun. Two back-to-back finales. God. Yeah.
I forgot that it was like 3 shows.
3 shows ending, so.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I think I know what happened, Chel.
Okay. Floor is
right?
yours.
Let's see. So, the 3 of Cups crew, were finally able to, a short while ago, recover the stolen dragons that had been embezzled and hidden by one Dagalt Neverember, hidden within the city of Waterdeep and greatly sought after by some of the city's very notorious underworld powers. The party, however, claimed these coins in the name of the city of Waterdeep itself, and stand to work with the Open Lord of Waterdeep, Lariel Silverhand, on a council on how to distribute said funds back to the people. Personal payment is yet to be fully negotiated, however. Despite this, the party definitely wanted to procure some well-needed rest and relaxation before having a possibly final meeting / confrontation with Lady Castellanter. The Castellanters, of course, being our direct rivals in this endeavor, and someone that we have been trying to thwart the plans of throughout the course of this campaign. We went back to the Three of Cups. We invited all of our friends over. There was the typical music and drink and food and socialization. And one particular friend that has been with us since the very beginning did choose to stay, one Raynar Neverember. After very, very clearly hammering it home the desires of which he would like to have from one very, very clueless tiefling, who then proceeded to ask for the advice of the entire party. And they had a wonderful time and night, and it was great. But duty never rests. We met with Lady Castellanter in the City of the Dead, in front of the tomb of her family, to figure out what the heck was going on with her plans and Victoro's plans and how to deal with her. Along the way, we saw that there was someone that we thought had been handing out broadsheets, but it turned out to be private reminders to the members of the nobility that were invited to the Castellanter's children's birthday party that the party was still on. Just at a new location, but that everyone was just to come to that location and the festivities would continue regardless. Meeting with Lady Castellanter, we learned about the history of their family and the contract that had been made generations ago in exchange for wealth and power. But on their end, children of the Castellanter family would be passed over to Asmodeus. And it would just seem that the time had come to collect. And their children, the twins, were to be the coin. Lady Castellanter admitted all of her failings as a mother and wished just that her children could be saved and beseeched the party for their aid in however they could think to do so. Some ideas were expressed of possibly trying to create a loophole for the party itself, but we do not know if necessarily that is going to be able to be done. However, the party itself, where the sacrifice is meant to take place, both of the children and of many lives of the nobility, looms ahead, I believe, in just 2 days. So as Lady Castellanter leaves to return to her husband in Neverwinter, her availability for contact still open, with her seemingly betrayal of her husband about to come to fruition. The party is left with the question of how do we pick up the pieces of a family's failings. That's where we're at, y'all.
Jeez.
I mean, if you say I'm right, if you say that I'm, if I'm wrong, say I'm wrong. But that's pretty much, if the shoe fits, wear it.
She's going
found
back
a
to get us
D4 that I haven't
the
seen.
contract to look over if there are loopholes,
Yes.
right?
She is going to attempt to give us a copy of the contract.
Okay.
But it's
That's
it's
gonna
She has
take
to
a
get it
minute.
from her husband.
She's
Yeah.
going to probably steal it.
Yeah, that's gonna take a minute. It's probably pretty dangerous.
She has a sending spell, so hopefully we can just stay in communication with her. I think that we're still just in the City of the Dead. I think we kind of ended
You're
with
having
her
a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sir gave her a little bit of some private words, but then we sort of ended there. So I'll come back to you guys. Plop back down on the blanket. Have some more salad.
So about this party
Yeah.
that's apparently still happening.
That she was not aware of, at least she says.
Well, if she's not aware of it, does that mean they might... It could be a normal party this time. Don't look at me like that.
Do we want to crash that party?
Well, I think that's already going to be given.
Yeah, if we don't, countless people will die.
I'm just trying to wonder. It has to be Sephia, right?
No, she said that Sephia was, like, on her side. Didn't she?
She said Sephia was one of her most
Or, like, trusted
advisors, but Lady Castellanter is sort of doing the bait and switch here.
Yeah, is Sophia one of her most trusted advisors because she likes Miss Castellanter, or is it because she likes Asmodeus? I'd lean more towards Asmodeus.
Speaking of Sephia, should I message Liara?
Do you think Liara would know if she's been, if Sephia's been planning the party still? If she's been watching her?
Does she know the location's changed?
Maybe we should actually set up a meeting with Liara, because she should be in the city still, obviously.
Yeah, like, if she's been watching Sephia and Sephia's been the one behind planning the whole party, then she would probably know. Or I'd have an inkling of it.
We have 48 hours.
Yeah.
I believe.
And I'm going to make the assumption that if they're trying to throw this party again, attempting to sneak our way in isn't going to be as easy as it was the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, those tactics have worked quite well for us, like, twice now. And, like, usually the universe works in 3, so I feel like we could get away with it, like, one more time.
Well, let's hope that one more time is all we need, because ever since we came out as being the ones that got the dragons, I'm sure that we have been being watched very carefully.
I feel like one more time is the only chance we have.
Well, so we do what we apparently have become very good at, which is we plan another heist. We just have to figure out what the goal is. Which, I mean, in broad terms is stop fucking Asmodeus cultists from killing a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
Try and save the kids.
And save the kids.
Saving the kids is my priority first.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's sort of
One and the same?
hand in hand.
Yeah.
I hate to bring this up, but, what if we can't do both?
Well, then, honestly, they're inviting the nobility of Waterdeep, and I think that we can generally assume that 2 children are more worthy of saving.
It's the trolley
That's
question.
how
I guess it depends who is there.
should have asked her for the guest list. It's all the same people, because you said that it wasn't new invitations, it was just reminders being sent out to the same people.
That might be worth getting in touch with her to ask in the future.
2 days.
Well, as soon as possibly can.
If she's gonna send us a copy of the contract, maybe we should...
Hang on. I'm gonna pull out one of the paper birds. I'm gonna write her name on it.
She's in another... She's in Neverwinter.
Did she already...
just left.
Oh, did she
She
teleport?
teleported.
Oh,
She teleported.
fuck. Okay, never mind then. I thought she was walking away.
She, like, yeeted or something.
Okay.
Yeah, she... It would need to be...
It would be
need to
ascending.
a second spell.
Okay, well, hang on. Let me just double check my spells. I should be fine.
Yeah, you should have long rested. I don't think we've done any...
I've done one
spell
sending
casting.
so far, apparently. Who did I send a message to?
Raynar,
Raynar. Okay.
I think.
No, I think you're
Raynar
right.
or Moongi.
Yeah. So I have 2 more. I can send one to Liara and one to Lady Castellanter.
That should be good.
Okay, so for Lady Castellanter, what's the main information we need across? That we need a copy of the guest list on top of everything else we discussed? Is there anything else?
Or even if she can't get it to us before the party, at least give us, because she got in contact with Tallice, so she has the ability to cast it as well.
Right.
So she can respond back with a list of names if need be.
Okay.
Speaking of the party, though, do you think if they're still planning on massacring everyone, do you think they're still going to be using poison like they said before?
It would probably be that they already got the poison. I would think it would be easier than trying to, blow up the house?
If we think they're going to be using poison, then I think I can help with that.
Okay.
I can sniff it out pretty easily, and if I find out where it is, I can even attempt to get rid of it.
Okay. That basically would possibly be like removing the fuse from a powder keg. That's comforting to know. And we still need to be able to figure out who is behind this, who is responsible, and get all of them. Or as many of them that are there. Otherwise, this is just going to keep happening.
Yeah, I think trying to figure out what Sephi has been up to would, if anything, will just let us know that it's not her doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something that I should do? I always feel like I'm a little bit more on the useless end when it comes to these sorts of plans. I don't have very powerful magic.
Okay, I'm done counting. I'm gonna send Lady Castellanter the message. It says, with the details of the contract, can you also get us a list of all the names on the guest list? Either a copy or message tell us the names.
You get a response.
Yeah.
Pretty much immediately.
Okay.
Yes, of course, if that's something that you need.
Okay, she's willing to do that. Now, what do I message Liara?
Well, since you only have the one sending spell, I think it would be best to set up a meeting.
Yeah.
Somewhat discreet. Probably not at the Three of Cups. Right?
We should
Or
choose the meeting place and time before I send it to her, otherwise I won't be able to reply.
Should it be the Three of Cups? Because we have members of the Grey Hand that are watching it?
Yeah, and we have the portable hole
Meeting.
meeting.
I don't see a reason why not.
Okay.
What time? When?
Probably tonight.
Sooner the better. We're on a time limit.
Okay.
When was the party again?
2 days
2
from now.
days.
2 days? Okay.
And it is currently the 7th, so yeah, it's on the 9th.
And is it like it starts like kind of like what, like a little bit before noon, and then it like goes?
I think you guys originally had the party starting like early evening, so probably about, you could assume
tonight.
you could assume that it is probably still around there.
Yeah, that was probably on the invitation we got to, so.
Okay. So we have 2 days and like we can get close to the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if she can meet with us at the Three of Cups as soon as possible, because things are changing. Her job isn't changing, but things are changing.
Hey, look at this little ladybug that I found sitting on this blade of grass over here. And I'll hold it up to Mico.
Oh my god. Because
I give Nova time to count.
Thanks.
yeah, crawls over.
Look at this one. It has like a black shell with like yellow spots.
Hickory comes over and presses his bill against it.
No, I take it away from him. It's not for eating.
He wasn't going to eat it. He said look at it. He's looking.
He doesn't need to look with his bill.
He wants to give it a smell.
I said look at it, not smell it.
What's wrong with smelling ladybugs?
They don't need to be smelled.
They can get stuck in your nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then just,
Go
you
ahead.
know?
I sent Liara a message. Everything has changed. Can you meet us at our house tonight or as soon as possible? We need to talk.
She get a message. I can be there in an hour.
I relay that information to my party.
She works fast.
I'm assuming I have a signal that I can give to Mordecai that it's all clear. I don't know if I see her or not, so
Yeah.
just give a little signal and then so that she knows that
She'll
it's
step out.
okay to leave.
Maybe we should go home then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We're in the City of the Dead. It'll be a little bit of a trip.
Have to go north.
Heading back to the Three of Cups.
Yeah.
Pack up some leftovers for Liara. Who knows if she's had lunch today?
Okay.
I forget, did we take a dray or did we drive? I think we...
Took a jury, I think, because I think I paid for it.
Yeah, we drayed because Frey had to jump out to get the
Out of-
what we
That's
thought was a
true.
broadsheet.
Yeah.
And I will signal another dray and pay again. So I
Okay.
don't know how much that is, but
It's a copper per person, so
Oh, okay, so 5.
5 copper.
okay.
Thank you, Frey.
Thank you.
No problem at all.
All right. So you guys can take a dray back to the Three of Cups. Taking a dray makes the trip not quite so long. So, you guys are able to get there probably from the City of Dead within about 15 minutes, whereas by foot it would have taken you probably about a half an hour to get there. But you can arrive home.
We still have about 45
45 minutes.
Is there anything we need to get done before she gets here?
Are you going straight inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all like, should I perception check? I don't know.
Right. Too late.
I know. Go ahead.
That actually does remind me. So when we had, because we requested that there are members of the Grey Hand watching the Three of Cups, are they like very visible, or are they sort of like undercover? You know, and
You
they,
do
and they watch it from a
see-
distance.
There are 3 members of the Grey Hands that are posted at each end of the alley. If there are any more than that, you're not sure.
So there's okay.
Yeah, when we get there, I'll just walk right in.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that those are ominous questions when they come from me.
So do you open your front door?
Do you just open it? Do you just like
You touch the doorknob with your fingers.
So you guys enter the Three of Cups and it explodes.
Chel.
No. So you enter the Three of Cups and your bartender, he's at the bar and he is going through stacks of like envelopes and mail and stuff. He looks up and kind of gives you guys a wave.
Anything good?
Well, it's mostly just flyers, things like that. There's something for you though. He holds it out to Tallice.
What?
For Tallice specifically?
I narrow my eyes at him, and then I snatch it out of his hand and I run upstairs.
I would Does Tallice have a secret admirer?
Oh.
I don't know. I wasn't able to catch if there was perfume on the envelope.
Wait, I want to read.
Should we go?
Wait,
Should we follow?
Tallice.
Well, let's all think about this from her perspective.
Yeah.
If one of us got a letter and went up to our room, what would she do?
She would. She would.
I don't know her. Haven't known you all for very long.
She
But
I
walked
start
up to the
going
window.
upstairs to go to her room. I start going up to Tallice's
So,
room.
the envelope that you have in your hand, Tallice, it is it's a parchment envelope, but it's very, very high quality paper. It has your full name on it and the address to the Three of Cups. And on the back, there is a wax seal. It's a purple wax seal that has a big scripty M in it. And the M is painted silver.
Oh no!
Is this your parents?
When you sent me that message in our private chat, I really thought that was like it. I was like, okay, cool. Now I have it for reference.
No, there's a reason.
Oh no.
Okay, I take the letter and I put it in my pocket and I go up into my tower.
You probably, as you're going up into your tower, you hear a knock on your door from your
I go up into my tower faster.
Tallice! I try her doorknob. I try her doorknob.
Is it locked?
I don't think I had time to lock it.
No. It is not locked, sir.
Start going up the stairs.
Did you turn invisible? No, wait, you have a tower.
I'm like looking down like the little hatch with the ladder.
Tallice?
I'm like trying to like hide my. I have like one eye that's like looking down.
Tallice, you need to tell me that a trap isn't going to go off when I go in your room.
I make no promises.
There's like a fade pack over the door frame, so if you crash at the threshold, you're now a Fey Warlock.
That'd be so fucking funny.
Her room is a fairy circle. I just go to the Feywild. I'll come in, but I won't climb up your tower, but I'll like... You have like a ladder, right?
Yeah.
Stand at the bottom of the ladder.
Are we not going up?
Does the ladder that leads up, is there like a hatch that closes?
At
over
the
it?
top, yes, there
I
is.
close it.
Maybe she needs some privacy.
right.
I say from the doorway.
As I'm about to start climbing the ladder.
No,
What?
no.
No, give her time. When she's ready, she'll tell us.
Fine.
Let's respect it.
I respect... at this point, I'll respect it. I thought she was just being silly. We're
No.
leaving!
I open up the hatch and I put Bramble down there, and I'm basically telling Bramble in our shared headspace that if anyone tries to come up, he needs to shoot them with his sleep arrows. And Bramble, you can shoot to kill.
He posts himself with his little
Shit.
arms like he's ready to go.
Are you trying to play bouncer, little man?
That's what I've been told to do.
You're gonna fight me?
Yes.
Ace,
Really funny to see.
Ace, it's a losing battle. Don't do it. Bramble's unhinged.
I lean in and I go...
Uh-oh. Does he shoot?
he has the little like inky eyebrows.
Okay, I'm going.
Are you opening the letter?
Yes.
Okay, I'll send you what it says.
Don't want to mess with the fairy god.
Don't do it. Bramble will end your whole career.
Oh no.
Bramble's like, I'll start shooting and I don't know when I'll stop.
Can't
He's like
stop,
a
won't
wasp.
stop. Oh no.
No.
He will sting and keep stinging.
No.
Will not stop. Cannot stop.
Is this the first time she's gotten mail before?
I
I
think
didn't expect
so.
her to be so secretive about getting her mail.
I feel like she definitely gets those, like, we're mailing you regarding your wagon's extended warranty.
Yeah.
To be fair, there aren't a lot of letters that come directly for Tallice. Her name isn't necessarily on the building. It would normally go to either Nova or I.
Well, then who would have sent this letter to her? They would have had to know she was working here. So who could that have been?
JB never caught.
Yeah. Might be JB.
Why would they send a letter, though? They just seem like they're someone that would just appear.
He's really flamboyant and likes to do things with flair, so it wouldn't surprise me if it was him, or maybe someone... I look around. I want to do perception check. I don't want to just say this out loud.
Sure.
What are you about to say?
Oh, it's not very good perception check, that's for sure.
29.
No, it's bad. It's 12.
Oh my god.
I rolled a
Wow.
4.
You're looking just to see if you're alone.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if, like, we're alone.
Yeah. As far as you're aware.
It could be, like, connected to the Bregendareth side of things. Maybe she's in trouble with them. We don't actually know how she joined.
Well, she may have been asked, honestly, to bring some of that coin, too.
True. Or it could be someone that we don't even know about.
She's gonna read that. Again, is there anything really that I should do in preparation for this party? I don't really know how I can help.
I feel like we'll have a better idea once we talk to Liara and get what Liara's gathered.
I mean, sir, we could always work out. I don't really have anything else to do either, so...
It's true. There's no telling that we might not be dealing with a couple cultists in a few days.
Maybe go for like a run or something, or do some like push-ups.
I want to see what you do with those weird sticks that you have.
Oh my god, that's okay, sure.
What was it? We'll go out in the yard.
Sounds good. I'll follow you.
Mico, you're free to watch if you want.
Of course. We go like, take off your shirts.
Okay.
Just as a quick note, Tallice, like, takes the letter and, like, her fists, she reads it and then her fists are balled up and, like, shaking, and then I take the letter and I crumple it into a really, really tiny ball, and then I put it into, like, if I have, like, a little packet of seeds or something up here with all my plants, I put it into that, and then I pull the dirt out of one of the pots, and I put it at the bottom of the pot, and then I put that pot behind all of the other ones, and then I go downstairs.
Okay.
What was on that letter? Oh, I want to know. Damn.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you the basically like how his fighting style with because you haven't really seen him use it since he's gotten it. So his fighting style with them is they're less for offense and more for defense. So he keeps them a lot with the long part going down his forearm, and he kind of just uses them to block. Like if they were to block block a sword or some kind of weapon that he shouldn't be blocking with a forearm or something, he uses those to block it.
I forget. Are they metal? Or are they wood?
They're I actually don't know.
I just don't want to chop into them if they're wood.
I think most of the time they're made of wood.
Yeah, they are most of the time. If we're talking about conventional ones, they're most of the time made of wood. So they're probably made of wood. But on the short end of the stick, it is shaped into it has a point for a stake.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So I will not use my I don't want to chop into them. I'll either keep the sheath tied on my sword or I'll.
No, you're fine because typically I'm not just gonna block your full force. I'm gonna use it to deflect your sword, so it's not gonna hopefully go into the wood. That's okay. Kind of ruin them. So.
All right. Well. Yeah, we can do a little bit of training because.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
Nova, eventually Tallice comes downstairs.
Okay. Can I gauge how she's feeling, or is she masking?
Are you attempting to mask what's going on, Tallice?
You're muted, honey.
You did.
I was just smacking my lips together because I was thinking I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes. Let me roll.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll an insight versus a deception check.
OG dice, go. Natural 20.
Oh, I got a 19
This is a
plus
30.
8. 19 plus 8.
So it's kind of difficult to ascertain exactly what she's feeling.
Okay.
She's too good at this.
They're both very good at what they do.
I'll just give her space.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do or accomplish before Liara appears?
I'm gonna
Nope.
do a card pull, because I haven't done it in a minute. It just feels like something
Okay.
I should do. Does somebody want to roll a D100 since this is a general check?
Oh, whoops, I rolled 2d10. Well, the way I read it first was 21.
21, so pick a number between 1 and 3.
2.
Okay.
I rolled 2 10s dice.
No. I will go. So wait, the gents are outside, like working out.
Yeah, they're like training and sparring together while Mico watches.
Okay, I'll go sit outside. I'll go like sit underneath my little bush. Like I don't climb into it, but I go and sit next to it in the yard and I watch them.
Oh,
So Bramble's on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Is everything okay?
Bramble, I think we need to like move. Sorry, I ate a piece of bread on the way out here. I think we should just like move the whole 3 of Cups.
Okay. Where?
Like, just pick it up and like put it like in Baldur's Gate or like even further. You know?
That seems doable.
Yeah, like if we found all those dragons and we've like stopped a devil cult, then we can definitely move building. It's like so easy.
What did the letter say? Did somebody tell us we had to move?
No, it was my parents.
You have
They-
parents?
No, Bramble, I actually woke up one day in the bud of a rose and I climbed out of it and then I grew.
Well, that's what happened to me.
Oh, so precious.
Well, it's not what happened to me. No, I have parents. And they know about the 3 of Cups. And they have the gall to say that they're like proud of me for making a step in the right direction for like what they want.
Is that bad? Do we...
Yes.
Okay. Follow-up question. Do we like your parents?
No.
How dare they?
So like when I was growing up, they made me like study a whole bunch of stuff for like their business, and they really didn't like me just like having fun or like living my life the way that I wanted to. So eventually,
But you're perfect.
I know they just don't understand. It's like really sad. Oh, sorry, my mom just texted me. Yeah, they're like so boring, Bramble. Like if you literally could take like the opposite of you and me, that's how they are. And
Girls with nose.
yeah, they're just like so boring, and they wanted me to like take over the family business because they're like really proud of it and everything that they've done, but like their family business sucks. I don't even know what they do. I don't care about it at all. I literally like didn't pay attention to anything that they tried to teach me. And so eventually then I just was like, got on a boat, joined the Brigand Earth, and ended up here. I was working for the carnival for a little while. That was a great time. Much more aligned with what I want to do. But now they think that because I am helping with this like tavern and stuff, that I am like gonna be doing what they want to do. Like I'm heading towards that and that I'm ready to like take on more responsibility. So I really think if we can't move the building, we should just burn it down. I think it's time to start anew. Yeah, I think it's time to just like start over, you know? Cool, yeah, okay. I need to like think. I need to make it look like an accident. Give me a little time, Bramble.
Okay. Just tell me what to do.
You got it.
Like when you know.
Yeah.
He like sits down and he puts on like a thinking face.
When I see Tallice come outside, my like whole attention basically goes to Tallice. So I probably get smacked in the shoulder or wherever you hit me with the like probably the brunt of your blade or whatever.
Yeah.
And ow. Tallice? Who's your secret admirer that you don't want us to know about?
Your father.
Doubt that. I would hope not, at least.
Yeah, well, he really wants to meet me. So, you know, I got to go later, but I'll be back.
Okay.
Get wrecked.
Okay, so the cards are telling us we really need to focus on a plan here. I pulled the Two of Wands reversed, which may indicate that you have a fruitful idea but lack a clear strategy to move it forward. As a result, you are working haphazardly and inefficiently and not reaching your desired destination as quickly as you would like. A goal without a plan is just a wish, so make sure you have a clear plan in place to maintain your goals. Go back to your original intention and energy and enthusiasm you felt at the beginning and let that guide you to your next step.
Hey, wishes have a lot of power.
And then the hidden influence is the Page of Pentacles reversed as well. And it can suggest that you're trying to get to a specific project or idea off the ground, which, yes, still tracks. Each time you try, it seems to be amount for nothing, and it takes you further and further away from where you want to be. Maybe you've not planned sufficiently, or you've lost sight of original inspiration, or you're trying too hard. Give yourself some time and space away from the project for a very short period so you can rearrange and refocus before trying again. So I think we're getting a lot of caution and careful planning is what I'm picking up from this. Because if there is if Tallice is correct and we can only save one, it might be because we weren't planning ahead.
Okay. Well, we'll be hearing from Liara in an hour.
Yeah.
What else can we plan for outside of her information? I would say, like, are we just trying to infiltrate, figure out how the sacrifice is going to happen and stop it, such as if it's poison, eliminate the poison? Or are we going to...
Do we ask for
try and
help?
stop the cultists? Maybe?
Well,
Because if we can't be in two places at the same time, maybe we get backup to help with that.
I know, Mico, you were going to say something about the being able to maybe find if it's poison, finding poison?
If it's poison, I can definitely find out. In fact, I don't believe I can tell if it's poisonous or what type of poison it is. I can, if I get close enough, detect it and I can detect where it is.
I was going to say, I can't neutralize it before it's affecting someone, but if it's affecting somebody, I actually know ways of curing it also. So, but yeah. I can't do anything until after the fact. So if
Right. You would be the fail-safe, I guess, if it slips through.
And I can only do it a few times, so.
How many times?
out of character, I can do it 7.
Okay, so let's not
That's
have more
that's
than
one
7 people
person.
poisoned. Yeah, so let's.
Yeah, exactly.
We have 7 like oopsies before we're like, oh shit.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let's see. I can also neutralize poison on people and items. I can get rid of poison that's in foods or in plants, I suppose. But if there's more than one poison afflicting someone, I can only get rid of one at a time.
That's also the same with me. If there's multiple poisons, I can only do one at a time also.
I guess I could. Clerics have spells for that, right? Let me check. I can prepare in advance.
I think you
Sure.
have. I think you have the
Neutralize
same
poison.
two spells.
Yeah.
Detect poison and disease.
Purified food and drink.
And purify food and drink.
Okay, I can. Yeah, I'll make sure to prepare that just in case then.
Yeah, there's also protection from poison.
Protection from poison. Okay.
What's our plan on getting inside the place? Because that's another thing that we were going to be the cooks and planners.
I doubt they would want
So
us
I don't
to do that.
That's what I was just about to say. I don't know if we would be welcome to do that now.
Well, we've learned that you can be brought anywhere inside the portable hole.
Sure.
Nova should still have the ring that will allow her to use Elizabeth's disguise.
But
Tallice has disguises on lock.
But if it's a reminder, don't they already have a list of people that they know are supposed to be there? Would disguising yourself as someone else work?
Possibly. The issue, what the most likely solution would be that we pose as someone that was already invited, and then if there's an additional person, they can maybe be like a +1. But the closer we can get to just being people that are supposed to be there, the better.
Unless we tried to sneak in a way that doesn't involve going through security.
Well,
Also, yeah.
Are you guys outside or are you inside?
I think we're in the yard,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's where Frey and I were training.
On the porch. That's where Mico is anyway.
Okay.
So I mean, so you in the portable hole, Tallice disguised. I could see if I could get another scroll and also disguise. The others could be invisible.
Yeah, I mean, I can make like 2 people invisible.
Hi. Leora.
Off!
Yeah, she was very quiet.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Olivia.
Oh, jeez.
Oh
Why
my
are you
god.
calling me that?
You told me to call you. That's like your nickname, right? Kind of.
I was fucking with you.
Oh. I just like calling you Olivia, so I think I'm just gonna keep calling you that.
Okay. Hey.
Hi.
I want a sandwich. We had a picnic in the City of the Dead earlier.
I've already eaten.
Well, alright.
They're very good sandwiches, though. Are you sure?
You needed me?
Let's
go
talk
inside.
about why things have changed. Come on inside.
She will follow you in.
Is the bartender still downstairs going through mail and stuff?
He's not going through mail, but he's cleaning glasses.
Hey,
Second floor?
time.
Hmm?
Second floor.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, he can keep cleaning. It's okay.
She's wearing like a pair of leather pants with like knee-high leather boots. She's got her hair pulled back, white linen shirt with like flowy sleeves.
Hell yeah.
Anyway. Fuck. I'll roll out the portable hole. Actually, do I have it still? I do. I roll out the portable hole.
After you, madame.
We're going She points at the hole.
We do meetings in here for the purposes of not having spells listening
Yeah.
on us.
Yeah, you don't
Oh, you
want to
should
get
have known
into our
that.
you don't want to get into our hole?
It's a nice hole.
I'd love to get into.
All right, well then hop on in. We're all going in my hole together.
She'll climb in.
Yay!
So,
Hotbox and meat. Let's go.
Nova can bring the hookah if she wants. Sura will just basically be like, you've probably heard about the dragons being recovered, and also probably heard about the Castellantas making their wonderful escapade over to Neverwinter. So,
Yeah.
we thought that this was going to mean party was off. It didn't really
No.
affect...
No, it's still
Exactly.
going on.
Yeah. It is still going on, and we don't have a clear 100% on who's running it.
Cephia.
Oh God.
Well, there's our answer.
Okay.
It's because
I thought you all knew, or I would have told you sooner.
It was... Well, I mean, I was assuming it, but it's good to have a confirmation because we know that you've been tailing her. So, in that sense, do you also know what the real point of the party is? I just don't want to waste your time rehashing information.
To be clear, I have not been tailing Cephia. I'll start from how I've been doing things. I am now a new member of the Asmodeus cult. So I haven't actually been tailing Cephia. I've been actually speaking with her and getting all of these plans from her, like, directly.
She's
So there's
telling me
that.
he's a new member?
Damn.
I'm not technically new. I mean, I have magic I've been using. Obviously I'm new because I'm new, but
Okay.
I have managed to use enchantment magic, etc., to have someone else tell her that I'm meant to be here, blah 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 blah. So she's essentially been treating me as her equal. So I've been getting some information. She's very insistent on being the one to fix all of what you've done. She wants to kind of be the one to save the day, so to speak, to get on Victorio's and Asmodeus' good side. She thinks it'll give her, for lack of a better word, a promotion.
Great.
So you could get us into this party, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, solved.
The first part. We don't want this party to happen. Or at least
Okay.
the thing that she has planned for the party.
Sure, could we just stop it before it even happens? Like, in that way we don't even have to worry about, like, poison or anything?
How would you stop it?
You take us to where she is?
I'm assuming
I don't know where she is.
Oh,
Not right
I'm
now, at
assuming
least.
that getting rid of Cephia is just sort of like you get rid of one head and another
Right.
one grows back in its place. This thing's like a weed pit.
Yeah, this whole thing is kind of like a giant hydra.
Hail Hydra.
So, do you know how many of the cultists are involved in this specific plan?
Without having an exact number, I would say roughly 24.
24 cultists.
And is it
In
Oh.
varying positions.
so all the way from the bottom up to the top, essentially?
Yeah.
I have a question here. Has the plan changed from what they're originally going to do, or were they still planning on poisoning people?
Poison wine. At the toast. Everybody was gonna take a sip.
Oh shit, wait, didn't we drop off the wine? Isn't that the one thing that we dropped off
Yep.
at the house? It's
Sure
our
is.
wine!
Oh no.
They're
It's our
contaminating our
wine!
wine? How dare?
He's literally gonna contaminate the wine and our reputation.
Well, because if a whole bunch of nobles are dead from poisoned wine, and they go, "Where'd you get the wine from?" It
Yeah.
was from us.
Yeah.
You nailed it on the head.
Love that.
Well, okay, so all the more reason why we would like this not to happen.
Yeah.
But the only thing that you owed us in exchange for the job was getting rid of Saphia.
Is that still on the table? Because I can do that. I was just trying to get as much info for you guys before the party as possible, because the plan was originally that I was going to kill her the day before the party and then use her face.
Right. I mean,
that might
that's
still be a good idea.
yeah.
That would get us in without needing to do much.
And then we can still possibly... We know that it's the wine. We might be able to just eliminate the poison. And then it's just a matter of trying to do something that's going to allow this to not just happen again in a week's time.
Only thing to note is that you all are basically public enemy number 1 in the cult's eyes, so that's something to keep in mind. I could get you in, but I don't think that even Saphia would be able to get you in as you. Do you have ways to disguise yourself?
What about Mico and I? Since we haven't really been with them, sort of.
You've been associating with them.
You really have. It's been kind of fun. In that case, you know the identity of any cultists, maybe outside of their whole robe persona that they put on to be creepy?
Do I know any of the cultists? Kind of. Not really. Sephi is kind of the only one I've really been dealing with the most.
I was wondering if it would be easier for us, instead of trying to take the place of party members, to make it easier to get in, we could take the place of cultists instead.
Do you have just any general disguises that you can disguise yourselves as? Just like vague people that aren't you?
I mean, if I
have
can
that
get
ring.
Yeah. And if I get a scroll, I could be, you know.
It's kind of hard to disguise this, and I kind of just like motion to myself as in the, I'm all,
We can put him
hot.
in a portable hole like this because he doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah, I like give Frey, I like punch Frey on the shoulder. I don't like that. Just give you a little.
I can't disguise myself as a person, but I can be any animal. Including ones that you won't necessarily see.
Okay, well that works. Anybody who can disguise themselves as somebody else, there are a few people from the cult that are working as just like general like waiters with a catering company, which isn't you guys now. That just if that's not clear. I could just say Saphia that you guys are those waiters so that you can just be within the party.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can like just
Kitchen.
I can help disguise the people who can't do it themselves.
Okay.
And then we could get into the kitchen pretending to be wait staff, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so we get into the party, we neutralize the poison. There's still a matter of there's upwards of possibly 24 cultists that are going to be mixed in with the people here.
Does Saphia have the kids? The twins? Terenzio and Elzarina?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, she has them. She's not the one watching them on the regular. There's an au pair, basically, that's been with them. She's not the type to babysit children.
Okay, but oh no, but if it's the freaking nanny from the house. Oh.
Can you describe her? I could maybe tell you if it's her.
Oh my god, I feel like she was an older lady.
She was.
I don't remember. Victoria doesn't remember.
She was an older lady that had she had graying red hair that she had pulled back into a really tight bun. She was kind of more portly, and if you describe that woman to Liara, that is indeed who's with the kids.
I closed my mouth on the description. Yeah, that I don't trust her. I don't know. She's like, I feel like she's like really strict.
Yes, they've been living at another one of the Castle Interest properties within the city.
Then I think the best bet to go is to stick to the original plan and take her form the day before the party. I feel like that's the safest option.
I can kill her tomorrow, take her shadow, and then that will let me change into her on the day of the party.
We go in, we identify and eliminate the poison, which will protect the guests. When the cultists are anticipating a whole bunch of people falling over, and they don't, they'll probably be scrambling to try and figure out something to do. We just need to be ready for however they might react. And we get the kids out, because the point of all of this is the kids. If they don't have the kids, there's literally no reason to sacrifice 100 people. We take the kids out.
We really need that contract, so if we can find a loophole before the day of the party.
Well,
the twins aren't going to be taken or transformed, rather, is what's going to be happening until their birthday. The party's not happening on their birthday. You've got their birthday's on the 15th.
Okay.
So
we have a few more
You've
days
got
left.
some time there.
But we need to we should probably have the party is going to be the best place to
get them.
The best place in time to get the kids.
Yeah.
And Tallice, I don't think that they would be willing to go with anyone else other than you.
And Bramble.
Yeah, I can have Bramble ask them to follow. Well, I can try.
And then we just have to be sure that they don't resort to drawing steel and just trying to slaughter people in the main room to make up for the fact that the poison doesn't work. They haven't mentioned any sort of backup plan, have they? They're just sort of going with...
They haven't told me a contingency plan.
Do you think maybe before getting rid of Sephir, you could see if you can get that information just in case, since it would be so close to the party?
Yeah, I can try.
Okay. Well, then I think that's pretty much the skeleton of a plan. If we're not able to eliminate the poison, if we're not able to eliminate the poison, we destroy the wine. And we need to get there early enough that they haven't started serving it.
Yeah.
Timing is important.
Can we just bring like new wine and like switch it out? Like, oh, oops, it's the unpoisoned crate.
We could probably bring some more wine in the portable hole. And I can also
problem is someone won't drink it.
And I can keep Frey in there, and I can just roll it up in my boot.
What would that be like to be like sitting in there with like, is it like still or does it like jostle, you know? Like, is it like being like in a sack or is it like just a room that gets folded up?
You were in there before.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wasn't there. I don't know.
What
was it like?
No, it's basically a little demi-plane, and the hole being put on the ground or a surface just opens a door to it. The hole itself isn't the demi-plane, if that makes sense.
It's not a physical connection.
Right.
Okay. I wish I could be there when you take her out, because I have personal beef with that bitch, but I would just get in your way probably. So.
Yeah, like, but when we see you again, like when all of this is dealt with, can we get like a play-by-play of everything that happens? Will you tell us how it goes?
Sure.
Also, can we come up with like a sign? Because probably next time we see you, you won't look like you.
I will not.
So can we get like a code word or like a hand sign or something so we know it's you?
The code word is clowns.
Clowns?
She just like
Oh!
blank face looks at Tallice.
What happened to the crow flies at midnight? That used to be your go-to.
You know, just like switching it up a little bit.
It's good for codes.
Also, like, you know, it's like a birthday party for these children, so you could be like, where are the clowns? You know, like
Yeah.
maybe they hired clowns.
Hopefully the only clowns there are the Asmodeus cult.
Got him.
Okay.
This is more than what we had when we first started the day.
And we can't do anything more until we get the information from
Yeah.
the lady. So,
Is there anything else you guys want me to be doing? Because getting that information isn't necessarily going to take me very long, and I don't have much on my schedule besides, you know, murder tomorrow. So if there's anything else that you want me to be doing or looking for you.
I would say details about, like, where they hold the, you know, details about the poison and the wine, whether it's arriving poisoned, if they're poisoning it there, if we can sort of just, if we can find it as fast as possible and neutralize it.
That
that
and the
makes
location
everything
of the
else simpler.
children, if possible.
Yeah.
Where the children.
Which, yeah, what address are they being kept at?
Alright.
Thank you, Leora.
Mm-hmm.
We probably got about a minute left of air, so anyone want to stick your head out? Now's the time. Minus Frey.
Okay.
Okay.
Liara will climb out.
And she shakes herself off.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's getting himself comfy.
Poor boy.
Do we need anything else to discuss? I'm going to go see if I can possibly procure some scrolls, either here or at the academy, either in the alley or at the academy.
Oh, you should check on see how Calliope is doing if you go to the academy. Just like ask. You don't have to like talk to her, but just see how she's doing.
I will. That seems like something good to check on. Is it alright if for this mission, if I take some of the coin from the lockbox, just so that I have enough, and I'll return whatever's left?
We have a lockbox?
He's talking about the petty cash box, yeah? Sure.
The Three of Cups money.
It's fine.
You need some money to get some spell scrolls.
Yeah, they can be.
How much do you need?
I don't know how much.
There's 760 gold in the Three of Cups sheet.
I would rather go with more gold and then return whatever I have left. I have about 142.
Here, take this. I will get out a little pouch, start counting out, and I will give you 80 platinum.
That's
There
a
you go.
lot.
Do you want the change?
No, you can keep it.
Frey, I need to buy some scrolls too. I can only
Why
cast.
did you not say something when Sir was going? You know,
Because I was
think if
thinking-
you ask Sir, he might be able to.
No, but, like, here's the thing,
get some for you.
But I have to make people invisible, and that's kind of an expensive scroll because I can only do that like once or twice, and then if I do that twice, I can't do anything else unless I take like a little nap. So, you know, it's like really important, especially like imagine if I made you guys invisible to get into the party, and then I'd try to make the kids invisible to fly them out of there, and then I can't. And then they die, and it's your fault for not giving me money to buy scrolls.
Is there a specific scroll that I can go look for it?
No, I need to look for it myself.
How about you, since, you know, Sir kind of paid in training a little bit earlier today, so how about, you let us know what that letter was, and, maybe I could maybe I'll give you some money.
Okay, manipulate, mansplain, malewife, why don't you?
It's fine. I'm gonna gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss him right back. All right. How much? Hold on. How much money are you going to give me if I tell?
I mean,
Because I don't want to tell if it's not going to be enough money.
How much is a scroll of invisibility, sir? How much would one of those scrolls go for?
Like a couple thousand platinum.
Well, you're shit out of luck if that's how much it is.
Maybe like
Even
like
with you telling me what that
like
letter
1,000
was.
like 1,000 gold. I pinch Sir's tail. I pinch your tail, and I'm like, it's close to like 1,000 gold, right, sir?
That is a number. I don't remember. I don't feel like
So how about this? I will go get with you to get the scroll, and then I will keep the scroll until you let us know what that letter was.
There are children's lives on the line.
Sure.
Could we perhaps just...
Hi, Sierra.
Hi, Sierra.
Well, it depends. Maybe we'll see. Okay, I don't know.
I don't know how much. I will give you 50 platinum. Okay. I'm running a little low.
Tallice, that's a good amount of coin.
I'll take out another small pouch and start counting out 50 coins.
All right.
There you
I
go.
will tell you.
It's fine. You
What
don't
was
have
in
to
the
tell me
letter?
if you don't want to. I was just
The
making kind of
letter-
a joke.
The letter was from Jarlaxle saying that I'm kicked out of the Brigand Earth, and if I go back to Luskin, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Should I...
Do I believe that?
Yeah, can I?
I believe her.
I don't know. She was part.
Hold on. Good luck, bitches.
That
Yeah, I
sounds
didn't-
really believable to me. I'm not even gonna roll insight.
Mine was an 18, so.
Natural 20.
Hold on. I have to send a picture.
Not the Nova natural 20 insight.
Nova's been very concerned since she came back down.
It's that's a 26 for
I
me.
can't even remember
28.
high enough, so.
28.
Everybody else believes me.
Nova's not going to say anything.
Fine.
Nova will let her have this.
No, but you know that she's lying, but you can do with that information. what you
Yeah,
will.
she's not gonna. She's watching her get 500 gold for this lie. She's not gonna say shit.
Sir just goes, honestly, probably expected since we kept the coin.
It's kind of a shame too, because like I really enjoyed the carnival, and I mean I thought I kind of saw this all as like more of like a game, but I guess when you had like warring cities against each other, it's kind of like not a game.
I wanted that coin pretty badly, but you know, I reach over and I give her like a very, very comforting like pat on the arm. I'm happy you're with us though.
Yeah, I was thinking about asking Raynar if he could like get me in with the Harpers, since I'm a free agent now.
You would probably do really well there, honestly.
Also, I just wanted to
I
be
would
known that
probably be ass.
now that I have this 50 platinum, I have 69 platinum, and I just want to like let everyone know that.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to go see if I can get scrolls to help save some children.
Okay. Are there any specific scrolls that you're looking for, or do you want me to just give you the inventory?
There are some specific scrolls I'm looking for. Most notably a disguise self scroll. Either a scroll of find familiar so that I can change Hickory, or the supplies to just cast the spell myself. And I feel like he's studied enough to be more aware of second level spells, so invisibility scroll or a misty step scroll.
Could Nova also ask to look for a sending scroll just in case?
Ask me to look for one?
Yeah, I'll give you money if you need it.
Sure.
Okay.
So those would be the spells. And I will first check here in the alley and then I will also go to the academy.
In the alley, you can get. I will send a screenshot of what the Bookworm's Treasure is the name of the
from Bookworm
of the business. But there are, for first level spells, you've got Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Featherfall, Find Familiar, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield, and Unseen Servant. And for second level spells, you can get Arcane Lock, Continual Flame, Dark Vision, Invisibility, Magic Weapon, Misty Step, Rope Trick, and Suggestion.
Does he have Ascending Scroll?
No.
Okay. I will give 200 gold, and I will buy a Find Familiar scroll.
Okay.
An Unseen Servant scroll, a Misty Step scroll, and an Invisibility scroll.
All right, 200 gold.
200 gold.
I cast Detect Magic. I don't think I can. No.
Going to my scroll belt.
I'm gonna get an Invisibility, a Misty Step, and a Suggestion.
Okay.
So that's 225.
Mm-hmm.
Does he sell spell components so that I could also cast Find Familiar on my own?
He does, yes.
Okay, let me double check and see how much I need, and I'll buy a casting worth of it as well. 10 gold, the 10 gold pieces worth of the charcoal incense. So I will also buy.
You just want to buy one casting's worth?
Just one casting worth because I also have the scroll. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will manage my inventory.
Oh wait, never mind. I don't get the Suggestion or the Invisibility because I have that already.
Okay. You can just take that off of the money that you had originally taken out.
Yeah, I will still get the Misty Step though.
Okay.
And then, for Nova's sake, I will go to the academy because I did also want to just ask how Calliope's schooling has been going. How she's.
Are you specifically looking for Temperance, or are you going to like the library?
I will check in with Tempe to ask how Calliope has been doing, and also probably turn in my homework that I've been working on, get new assignments from her.
Oh.
I feel like he's been talking to her about like, so can people like make their own spells? So we probably talk about that a little bit more, and how he's like got ideas. Ask how Calliope's doing, but in terms of trying to find Ascending Scroll, I suppose I would ask at the library if that is the place where I would ask about that.
So, because you are technically a student at the Blackstaff Academy, you do get discounts on these spell scrolls that are available.
Nice.
Which basically is all of the stuff that you just bought at Bookworm's Treasure was available at the school.
That sounds like a Sir move. Note to self: buy scrolls at the academy now.
The academy keeps basic level, so probably only up to level 3. Spell scrolls available for purchase, and there's basically like a school store where you can also get like components for basic spells, like Find Familiar, for example. You can't like get diamonds at this little store by any means. You can get like parchment that is necessary for scribing wizarding spells. You can buy, there's like books that can be used as wizard spell books that can be purchased there, and then also like I was saying, the basic like up to level 3 spell scrolls, and they do that and give students a discount on it so that these, I say rudimentary spells very loosely, but very frequently used spells are more readily available for scribing. So you can purchase a sending spell scroll at the school for 100 gold.
Okay. And you said, so do you want to just take that out of your money, Nova? Because Sir would go pick it up, say,
Sure.
I got it for 100 gold.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Is there... Would they have scrolls of major image or hypnotic pattern?
They would have major image. They do not have hypnotic pattern.
Do you want me to get it for you?
Tell me how much it is, and I'll give you. And I'll, take
Is that
the
a
money
third
out.
level spell?
Yes.
100 gold.
Yeah. So, yeah, Sir. Well, when he comes back, he'll be like, so note to self, bookworm, great. Prices better at the academy because I get student discount.
The benefit to Bookworm's Treasure is that if you have a spell that isn't something he just ordinarily sells, he can make a spell scroll for you. So there's that.
Oh, he does custom, so he'll do it out of his spellbook.
Yeah.
Was he is he like a graduate from the academy, or is he like an independent wizard?
He's an independent wizard.
Interesting. Cool. Oh yes, you did ask for it in the chat. Sorry, I was updating my
No, I was putting it in there because I didn't want to be disruptive while you guys were talking.
Oh.
Just in case I didn't get a chance to ask.
Okay. Yeah, so Sir, because Sir's got that like utility belt of scrolls, he's got like 3 on one side and 3 on the other. And they're in like little clips.
Cute.
I'm Batman.
I'm a dick.
Okay, well, I think I've got everything that I can use. And then as we get close to the party, I'll see about maybe making a spider hickory again, or maybe a bat hickory, but probably a spider hickory.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to do really quick before I think we have a great time to take a break?
Think we're good.
Okay. Let's take a quick break then.
Okay.
All right.
We will be back in a bit.
BRB fam. We's back. Thanks for waiting.
Welcome back, everybody. We are refreshed. We've gotten snacks, and I think that we are ready to go. Anybody have anything that they want to throw out there before we continue? Okay.
Bless you.
No.
All right. Well, the floor is yours if there's anything that you guys want to be doing.
Oh, I wish I had thought about it earlier, but I will go drop off my greatsword to go get fixed.
Oh,
Forgot to get that done.
To repair your greatsword and have it done in time for all of this, I would say you're looking at about 10 gold.
He's always been really good to me, my man Crab. I want to give him 50, and if he can think of anything fun that he wants to do messing around with my sword, go for it, bud. If not, take it as a tip for all the good work you've done.
Especially because he broke your precious sword.
Especially because I did break it. So, I will give him 50. Thank him for his work. And then just probably at some point, I will use my materials. Apologize to Hickory. I know he doesn't like to be in a different form, but I am going to make him into a speedor. Just in case we need to sneak around a bit. Sorry, buddy. I'll keep you in your pocket dimension until I really need you so that you can just relax. Probably because he has to put he puts Hickory down in the circle. It's like no, you gotta stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. Turn him into a spider and then I will poof him out.
Okay.
Now
yeah, I will just go home and check on the eggs. See if any
Oh
of them
my
hatched.
god, the eggs! No.
They have not hatched.
Okay.
You're not sure if that is because they need more time, or if the eggs are not receiving the environment that they need in order to develop.
What was the environment like? Was the cave cold that I found them in, or was it hot?
It was kind of wet, damp.
Oh.
I would say not humid in the sense that you guys were uncomfortable, but there was definitely moisture in the air.
Oh. I will take them up to my bathtub then. And I will get the bathtub wet and stuff and make it kind of moist in the air.
Okay.
Wow.
And again, putting them in a little towel nest in the bathtub.
Oh, I have something.
That's all I would do.
Okay, sounds good.
Sorry, the chat.
I didn't mean for you to look at that right when you were about to
Tallice will find Sir in the evening, and I don't know, I'm assuming that we the tavern might be open and stuff. I don't know, whatever. But Tallice will find him and just say, "So did you ask? Did you ask Galore for your memories back yet?"
Honestly, with everything that's been going on, it sort of slipped my mind. Probably partially to his doing, he did make me want to have nothing to do with the damn thing. No.
I mean, do you want to right now? That'd be kind of fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Well, I keep on meaning to go check in with Elizabeth and Logan, but it always feels like we're going to the next thing, and honestly, I don't really know what to say to them. But yeah, I suppose we're still lugging around the damn stone for a reason, huh? Maybe it'll give me a little bit more insight on how to deal with the Castellantas.
Yeah, because they sort of like took down a rival devil cult. How did they do it? Well, I mean, I think we kind of know how they did it, but like, how did they, you know, like maybe the memories could help you.
Yeah. It was really weird to sit down and speak face to face with the people that probably slaughtered my whole family, and because I didn't have the memories or the context, I couldn't even feel angry about it.
You want to feel angry about it?
I don't want to be angry, but I want to know. Yeah.
If you know, are you going to feel angry?
Maybe. But someone once told me, someone who was really fucking smart, said that I shouldn't necessarily have to let the past define what I do in the present.
I wonder who said that. They sound really brilliant and beautiful.
Sounds like someone with a big brain and
Hot body. Yeah.
hot, slamming thighs.
Yeah. Well,
Who has Glow?
I don't know.
I think it's either Mico or Nova.
Go sneezes downstairs.
I think it's Mico.
Hmm.
I wonder what they've been talking about all this time.
I mean, it could be kind of interesting to do, just so, you know, like, we got, like, time. We got time for this party.
Yeah, that's right. Let's just tack it all on. Let's get all that wrapped up. Why don't we see if everyone can go meet at Nova's tent? Maybe, hopefully, she doesn't have any customers, and if not, we can kick him out for a little bit. I'd like
Okay.
to have at least a comfy pillow.
Okay, I will skip away, and I'll stop by Frey and Mico. Well, Frey, I guess, if he's here. I don't know if Frey hangs out with us in the evenings. And I'll tell whoever's here to go up to Nova's tent, and then I skip up to Nova's tent. And I just open it. I don't knock.
Knock on a tent.
I feel like the tent's like kind of like half drawn open. So you just march right in.
Yeah, is there if there's no people in there? Actually, if there are people in there, I can go in anyway.
I don't know. Is there people? I don't know what time it is.
Oh, you're muted.
This could be done at any point in the day.
Okay.
Hey, do you have the Stone of Galore?
Mico has it.
Oh, okay, so we're just gonna ask it for his memories back now. So I told everyone to come up here to meet
Oh, but
to do it.
oh, yeah, sure. And I just start like clearing the area, put away my cards, take everything away, prop all the purple pillows up.
He's gonna say no. He's gonna be like, fuck you.
Oh, Nova, you missed like that little pile of blankets over there.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go
When
fold
she's
them.
over there, I go and I shove glitter in between all the pillows.
Damn it!
So she finds it later.
Sorry, brain freeze.
Oh no.
Ben and Jerry, why have you betrayed us?
If you already called
Yeah,
Mico, he'll come up eventually.
Yeah.
You know that's a cure for brain freeze? You take your thumb and you press it into your
Press it
soft
into
palate.
the- Yep.
I tried
Anyway.
that, but like it just hurts.
Don't
I
press
don't know.
that hard.
Stabs a
Um,
hole through your skull with your own finger.
Come on. Wow.
Hardcore.
Anyway.
Tremaine did that.
Is Frey here? You're. It's like it's probably like they're like, like late
I was gonna say,
afternoon.
it probably depends on how late you do it. So
It's not super late.
then, yeah, he's probably there.
All right, so everyone's gonna just gather around and see if a man gets his amnesia removed, huh? Okay.
If you start crying, I promise not to laugh at you.
Thanks, dear.
I'll pull out galore from
If
my
you
pocket.
start crying, hell, you won't.
Just pats galore. Thanks for putting up with me for the past few days.
Baby dragon, little. Oh my god, look at his eyes are half closed. He's like,
Buddy.
That's how Galore feels.
Hi. He doesn't answer. Mico.
Don't know why you don't like me. But you know what?
You're too
Okay.
friendly.
Thank you! Oh my god.
Sir's probably at the tent and is like, I'm guessing you're hearing what we're apparently going to be doing.
Yes.
Said yes. Sure. I'll hand it over to Sarah.
You gonna take the time to attune to him?
Oh yeah, you guys got it. You might want to go get snacks. It's gonna take like an hour. Are you going?
Sure. I can
Well,
get snacks.
first
bud.
off, ask him, is he going to make me try and throw him away again?
You're gonna.
Because this time I'll make sure it's in the sewer.
Lord, let's not pull any fuck shit this time, okay?
Sticking to my end of the deal, just as you have.
Good.
Alright.
Ace, do you want me to link with you psychically just in case? Because if I do,
Yeah.
I'll hear him as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how this is going to work. I might fall asleep. You might get dragged along with it.
Okay. Let me know when you're attuned and I'll do it.
Okay. In the meantime, yeah, snacks would be great. Yeah,
I will-
your
I will
little
go get-
sandwiches.
Yeah, I'll go get snacks, whatever. I'll take orders and get whatever.
I'm gonna draw the tent closed and like make it seem like I'm busy because I am busy, so we'll have a little bit more privacy.
Mico gets his sketchbook and spends like the entire hour waiting for Sarah to attune to it, just doodling.
And I will attune to Galore. Spends most of that time thinking about how he's trying to be pragmatic about it and just hope that there's maybe something he could learn here that can help break this contract and help those kids.
You can gather snacks. You can prepare. You can draw. Apparently. And as the hour comes to a close, you are now attuned to the start of Galore. He says probably in the most sincere manner he has ever spoken to you in since you've acquired him. Are you sure this is something you want to do?
Yeah.
Alright.
I will activate the mind link.
I do warn you then that this experience I have done for multiple people in the past, and it is an incredibly overwhelming one. You are going to be bombarded by an entire lifetime's worth of information in one sitting. And that can leave one feeling incredibly exhausted, overwhelmed, emotionally, and physically. You might not be able to function in a way that you would intend to after receiving this information. Is this still something you wish to proceed with?
How long could that last up to?
The mind heals and processes in its own way. It's different for everyone.
I do have precautions, Ace. I do have the calm emotions if it gets too much.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that I'm awake enough to go do this mission.
You got 2 days and you're on like the late afternoon of the
first day. Yeah.
so
Okay.
you've got some time.
We
to
got some
recover.
time.
All right. Yeah. No time like the present.
We can begin once you tell me you are ready.
I'm just gonna grab your hand and squeeze.
Look at all my friends.
You're muted, honey.
Yeah, I know. I realized that immediately. I just like give Sir like a little forehead kiss. Like I yank him by his horns and give him a little forehead kiss, and then I let him go.
Glow, I'm ready.
Okay. So you lay down, you get yourself settled. You've got a mind link with Nova, by the way, because you've got this mind link, you will be experiencing this in exactly the same way that Sir is experiencing it.
Noted.
So everything that he smells, hears, feels, touches, you are also going to be smelling, hearing, feeling, touching.
She just takes a deep breath, just like...
The emotions even that are elicited by the things that he is going to be seeing, while not your emotions, and you will be conscious enough to know that they're not your emotions, it is still something that you are going to be feeling secondarily.
Okay.
You feel suddenly as if someone has basically dropped an entire bag of sand on your chest. It's like this overwhelming, you are stuck where you are sort of feeling. And things begin to wash over you in what feels to be both simultaneously rapid succession and excruciatingly slowly. It's a very juxtaposed feeling, and it's kind of overwhelming and even nauseating. And it starts from the beginning. Your very first memories, continuing on. You remember playing with your brothers and sisters in your yard, and you have brothers and sisters. You have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. Very large family. You remember going to classes and learning magic. You remember studying. You remember tutors. You remember sitting at the table with all of your siblings while all of them did homework around you. It was something that was required of you. You had to sit like at the dining room table, and everybody was required to do their homework before they were able to go and do everything else. Studies was very, very important in your family. You remember becoming very practiced in magic very slowly with your family. That started to be like the focus of your studies with your family was your magic, and it was bordering on clerical magic. And then you remember starting to notice weird things about your older brothers. How they'd go away with your dad all the time, and you were never allowed along when you were younger, like 13-ish. And you always wanted to know what was going on with your family. You always wanted to know what they were doing. You wanted to be able to participate in it. And you were always told to wait. You were always told that in due time. You were always told it's not your time yet, until you were 15 years old and you started to be able to join them. And it was your dad taking you to temple every day. But you were never really told what kind of god you were worshiping or what this temple was. It was always just sermons, essentially, for lack of a better word, about finding your own power and not letting anybody take advantage of you. And it was a very long time before any name was ever mentioned as far as a god that you were worshiping. Very long time as in years. Probably you were probably 16, 17, 18, 19 before there was anything that was even really mentioned as far as who these sermons were for. And by that point in time, you were kind of ingrained in this mindset, in this mentality and this doctrine that was being presented to you. Again, about Cricket, this is really rude. About keeping and finding your own power within yourself, but lighting a fire within you, not letting people take advantage of you, not letting people take advantage of the people that you care about, not letting undeniable loyalty to the people in your life, undeniable loyalty to the people that love you, and all of that was very like that made sense to you. It made a lot of sense to you. So after 4 or 5 years of hearing all of this be preached to you, you were deep within it. You were deep within it. So when it was finally revealed to you who you were worshiping, who you were practicing this sort of religion towards, it came as a shock. But your family was very close-knit. All of your studies were taught at home. You didn't go to a physical school. You only really interacted with other noble children. And mostly just your family. You had quite a few kids within your family, both in your nuclear family and then also cousins and anybody around who you never really felt like you were lacking. You always had somebody to hang out with. You always had somebody to play with. You were pretty close with your younger brother, Logan. So it was you never felt like you were missing out on anything. But that's the nature of a cult. They keep you from the outside so that when things begin to become clear, it's not quite as much of a shock. So this was all you knew. So while hearing that your family was worshiping a devil, it didn't take you very long to start having the thought process of, well, he can't be that bad, because none of the stuff that I've been taught is inherently bad. None of the stuff that I've been taught or have experienced or have been preached is inherently bad. So he can't be that bad. So this clerical magic that you had been being taught, you come to realize had been granted to you, not by a god, but by one of the rulers of the 9 hells. And as you became more accustomed to the idea of your family worshipping Mephistopheles, you also became more accustomed to and willing to accept that your magic had a very dark origin. But again, it was something that you had always experienced. You didn't know any better. You didn't know that there were clerics out there who had this beautiful divine magic. This was your divine magic, and this is what you knew. And then you met Elizabeth. And she wasn't a part of your family. She didn't grow up being taught these very cult-like things. She didn't grow up listening to these diatribes be thrown at her all the time. And she became kind of the light of your life. It was definitely a situation where you fell in love with her very quickly. You didn't get together very quickly, but you fell in love with her very quickly. It was refreshing. It was like taking a cold shower. It was suddenly just like there is this other person who has this entirely different viewpoint of the world, and she gave you an insight to the way that the world worked beyond your family and beyond this small cult that you have been a part of for so long. You met her, I believe, I would say probably about when you were 20 to 21. Oh, so for the 21 years of your life, she was like coming up for air. And she did not let you come onto her so easily. She held you at arm's length for a while. You were friends, of course, and you started to spend every free moment that you had would be going out in the city and seeing her, finding her, or taking her places. She would show you her favorite parts of the city, but anytime you even alluded to anything other than friendship, it was always kind of a running joke between the two of you. You would flirt with her constantly and make comments constantly, and she would insult you back constantly. But it was always a joke. Until it wasn't. Until she stopped kind of pushing you away. And you introduced her to your family. But you were still very much within this cult. You were still very much being fed all of this information. So, introducing her to your family started to lead her down the same path. And you were, unfortunately, part of it. Preaching to her everything that you had been preached and telling her everything that you had been told. And it got to a point where you were both so in love with each other that she didn't see the red flags. She did not see the kind of family she was being brought into. She didn't. Those first, like 19, or it's like 16, 17 years of your life where you didn't hear all of who you were worshiping and you just heard all the good stuff. That's what you were doing to her, and your family was beginning to do to her. And it worked. Rose-colored glasses. It worked. And after probably about 2 or so years of courting, for lack of a better word, because when you're indoctrinating somebody into your family's cult, I wouldn't necessarily call it courting. And you didn't know that that's what you were doing. You didn't know that you were indoctrinating her. This was your life. And you loved her, and you wanted her to be a part of it. And that's how she saw it too. So, eventually, she was invited by you. It was something that your dad actually encouraged. Inviting her to move in with you guys. And away from her family and the Violent Meadery. And she agreed. Because you guys had already started talking about the fact that you were eventually going to be presenting her with a ring. So it seemed like the natural progression. But she had started to push away from her family. And it was something that you encouraged too. You didn't like her dad. And for a good reason. You've met her father now as Sir, and you've seen what kind of an overbearing man he is. And it was something that you used as your family doesn't love you the way mine will. You've seen how my family loves you. You have a huge family waiting for you. You might as well just move in with us because you're miserable at your family's place and you don't want to work for them. So this is the better solution. This is the better choice. I'm going to be giving you a ring anyway. We might as well start this now. And she agreed. And she moved in. And you might as well have been married with the way that you acted with her. And your whole family loved her. And as the year went by, that she lived with you for about a year so far. As the year went by, she became more and more ingrained in what was going on with your family, until your family and you felt safe enough to tell her exactly what was happening, and exactly who you were worshiping, and exactly whose doctrine you were preaching to her, and that she had begun to wholeheartedly believe. And it didn't go well at first. She actually ended up leaving for probably about a 10-day. And it was a fight. It was a big fight. Where she told you that she didn't know who you were anymore, and why would she marry somebody who believed something so deeply that was so evil and so asinine. And she left for about a 10-day, and you were heartbroken. It was the biggest heartbreak you had ever experienced in your very, very sheltered life. It was all encompassing. You thought you were going to die with how heavy the weight of this sadness and grief of this person you had come to love so deeply leaving. But it wasn't just that she left, it was that she left because of something that you believed with every fiber of your being, something that you felt was so much a part of you that she couldn't love that part of you too. And your brother Logan encouraged you to go talk to her, and your other brothers and told you that if she's not gonna be all in this, there's no point, like, you deserve better. And it was something that you were very conflicted with for that 10 days. Should you find her? Should you talk to her? Should you reach out? You knew her to be the kind of person who needed her space. You knew her to be the kind of person who, when something was wrong, she had to take a day, at least, to think through and feel her own feelings about it. And she didn't like to be bugged or talked to or made to talk all of her feelings out at once, despite the fact that you desperately wanted to hear what she was thinking. Because she was always somebody who you never knew what she was thinking, so you always had to ask. It was always a question. And it became just a thing for you guys. What are you thinking? And she'd tell you. So it was bad. It felt bad to not be able to ask her what she was thinking, but you knew her to be a person who needed time, so that was your decision. You decided to give her time. And it worked. It was a lot more time than normal. What was normally a day or two turned out to be about 10. Sorry. What was normally a day or two turned out to be about 10. But she came back. That was cricket.
It was going so good, Chel. I was so enthralled.
I'm still in it. I'm in it.
She came back.
Back to manipulating my wife.
Yep. And she told you that she didn't know why she came back, but she knew that whatever she was feeling, she didn't want to feel it alone. And the only person she wanted to talk to about what she was feeling was you. So you did. You talked for a long time. It was one of those all-night talks, and it was off and on arguing. had to stop to get food at some point, and then it was off and on arguing over food. Where she asked you questions and challenged your beliefs more than you have ever been challenged. But you had counters to every question she asked. And you were very skilled and answering every question she asked in a way that put a silver lining on all of it. Just like you had been done to you. And she believed it. So she stayed. She stayed, and more time went by. She ingrained herself in your family structure. Your family was thrilled that she had returned. Come here. And she became a very active member of the Cormathis family. And your mother gave you your grandmother's ring to give to her. And you proposed. And she said yes. So your whole family went into planning mode, wedding mode. And it overwhelmed her. She got overwhelmed kind of easy when it came to stressful planning situations like this, and needed to take a lot of time away. She liked to go through walks through the city and the gardens. And you liked doing it to get away from your family. But she started to do to you what you did to her. She started challenging your beliefs again. And she put a silver lining on all of it. And you know now that everything that she said was correct. That however good your beliefs and what the doctrine that you had been taught sounded, at the heart of it was still a very, very evil creature. Very evil being. Who wanted from his disciples very, very evil things. And you had already kind of started to have doubts because your older brothers had started with your father to do some really questionable things. Some sacrifices were starting to be made. Mostly animal at first. But it was going to, you could see that it was going into a much more evil place. And you started to doubt. And Elizabeth beginning to have these discussions with you again only made that doubt grow. And you started to think back on all of the things that you'd been taught. Everything that you had experienced over the years. The fact that your family didn't let you... It wasn't that your family was just really close, so you didn't really interact with anybody else. They didn't let you. And that seemed strange to you. Among many other things that had started to... Those rose-colored glasses that you had for your life, they started to come off. And you finally were hearing her. And it took days, weeks even, for it to fully set in. Because despite the fact that you were finally hearing her, this was your family. These were the people that you were closest to, people that you grew up with, people who taught you what you believed to be right from wrong, the people who fed you and bathed you and made sure you had everything you needed that you wanted for nothing, who taught you everything that you knew, whether that be what had been preached to you or even just your normal studies. They had been with you from day one. And there was this very cult-like, I say, obviously, but this very cult-like mentality of, we are the only ones who are going to be here for each other in the end. And you'd been taught to be loyal to the people who loved you. So having these doubts made you feel guilty. And then your dad started to bring you in with your older brothers. And you were about the third oldest, so it was the three of you, on something that with these doubts that had begun to be seeded, it terrified you. You learned that you, out of all of your brothers and anybody else that worshipped Mephistopheles, had been chosen. You were chosen to be his vessel, his ward. And you were told that your magic training was going to increase tenfold, because you needed to be prepared for when you were given the great honor of being Mephistopheles' vessel, of being the person that he was going to possess, inhabit, so that he could walk the material plane to do what he needed to do. And you started thinking over everything that Elizabeth had been saying, and all of those doubts that had been creeping into your mind. And you started thinking about the woman that you were going to marry. And how unbelievably unsafe it would be for her to be married to the vessel of Mephistopheles. And how you didn't want to do that to her. It was one thing to bring her into your family and introduce her to your religion, indoctrinate her into your religion. It was another entirely to force her to be within touching distance all the time of one of the rulers of the Nine Hells. And that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. And your brothers and your father were so excited that your family had been given this honor. And there was a party that was going to be thrown to congratulate you and everybody. It was a big deal. It was a really big deal. But all you wanted to do was run. But you couldn't, because these are the people that you loved. Despite everything, you loved them. With your every fiber of your being, you loved these people. And you realized how wrong this was. And you listened to your father's plans to summon a greater devil of Mephistopheles to train you. and you needed a plan. So you went to Elizabeth, and it was a panicked regurgitation of everything that you had just learned. And she tried everything she could do to console you. It was the first time you had cried that deeply in front of your fiancé. It was just everything. You just broke. And you needed to fix it somehow. So she consoled you, and she got you through that panic in that moment. But then you guys started to plan. And you knew of a family, because devil-worshipping families kind of know other devil-worshipping families, at least in a passing conversation sort of way, who might be able to help. There is one fact about Mephistopheles and Asmodeus that only really worshippers of Mephistopheles and Asmodeus know and understand, and it's that Mephistopheles and Asmodeus hate each other. They hate each other. And any interaction between the two of them is very begrudging. And Mephistopheles only listens to Asmo because he has to. And Mephistopheles wants to usurp Asmodeus. So, you hoped that this family that was very much devout worshippers of Asmodeus could make it the enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of deal, that they could understand that this was Mephistopheles, and while they would be assisting you, a worshipper of Mephistopheles, in assisting you, it would be a blow to him. So you hoped that that blow would be enough to get their assistance, and they were so kind. Victorio Castellanter was one of the most charming men you've ever met in your entire life. He made you feel so at ease. He had money, and he had resources, and he and his wife were going to help you. And they were going to help get you out of this. And you told them about your father's plan to summon a greater devil, an archdevil, to help begin your preparation processes for this vessel role that you were to take on, and they said that was a perfect opportunity. So, with the Castellanter's help, you gave them as much information about this day as you could. You gave them blueprints to your family's home. You gave them names and schedules and places people were going to be. And you remember now, your whole family wasn't going to be there. It was only supposed to be your brothers and your dad and you. But the Castellanters told you to make it a bigger affair. And it turned into a party. It turned into a dinner party with your whole family. And it was going to be a celebration. And there were gifts to be given to this archdevil of Mephistopheles that were going to be presented, and it was going to be a celebration of you. And Victoria was there, or was going to be there. disguised. But he was going to be there. And he was there. You recall that Victorio Castellanter was there the night that the Cormathis family was slaughtered. And the summoning began. And it went very, very wrong. The archdevil that appeared was not the one that was supposed to. The archdevil that appeared was not one that served Mephistopheles. It was an archdevil that served Asmodeus. And it began to rampage. Because it had orders to kill your whole family. And you. And that's what happened. And as the carnage was occurring, you watched your brothers and your sisters and your dad be torn apart, eviscerated, beheaded. You remember from your dream that you walked with Nova, their blood was everywhere. But the only place your mind was on Elizabeth, who was waiting patiently at her family's home, the Phyland Meadery, for you to come and fetch her after this was over. Because the Castellanters were supposed to fix it. They were supposed to help. And they didn't. So while your brothers and your family, your sisters, your mother, your father, were being torn apart, you grabbed your brother Logan's arm, who was the nearest to you, and you pulled him into your father's office, and you shut the door, and you sat down at the desk, and you began to write. You composed a letter to Elizabeth, telling her how much you love her and that everything that you tried to do failed. You composed it in a way that should anybody see it, they might believe that everything was according to plan. You mentioned your lord as if you were still a worshipper of Mephistopheles, just in case. But she knew. She knew what you would mean, and you knew that. And Logan was pacing as he listened to the wet sounds of your family dying on the other side of the door, of the house being destroyed. But you finished your letter, and you handed it to him. and you open the door. You and Logan were the only ones left. You pushed him out the door, the front door, and you told him that he needed to get that letter to Elizabeth. He watched from the front stoop as you were picked up and torn in half. And thrown, discarded. And the only thing he could do was run. And then you heard a voice. Everything was black. You were dead. And you heard a voice. It said a simple sentence. I'm not done with you yet. And then you opened your eyes. The reincarnation didn't go correctly. It likely had something to do with the fact that your soul didn't want it. You had no memory of your life before. The only thing you knew is that you opened your eyes and woke up in a cart under a pile of bodies.
Looks at Nova.
It's not your fault.
Looks at the rest of his friends. Shit. Tried to do the right. Yeah.
You did.
Tried.
Regardless, we're taking those kids, Ace. They're so much worse than I thought.
Then you has asked for the Castellantis to help him. Begged. Destroyed everything. I'm gonna fucking save those kids.
Yeah.
Gonna do what they couldn't.
We will.
And Toro Castland is gonna fucking burn. He destroys everything he touches. I'm gonna make sure that his whole goddamn kingdom crumbles down.
I'm going to quickly mind meld with the group. Can we just get a quick group hug? I think Ace needs a quick group hug. I just go in and give him a hug.
Sorry, it was getting the music back up.
Yeah.
Hugs.
Give him a big hug.
Oh.
After I have all of you.
You're not alone.
All of you. Happy that I have fucked up little Three of Cups family. Even the new ones. We're gonna stop it. I know exactly the kind of that we're dealing with now. We're going to stop it.
Good.
Yeah. We got 48 hours.
Well, less than that now, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like closer to like 36. Well, probably less than that.
Because I have some time that I have to make up for. I got a soul to pick up. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Love ya.
Tallice, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't really fun.
Well, what? I mean,
All
I
of
thought
it.
it was fun. Look at these braids that I put into Mico's hair while we were waiting for you guys. Don't they look very nice?
Yeah, very cute.
They're like a fishtail style. Get it? Because, like, Mico, like...
I pull Tallice closer.
I put glitter into his pockets while he's hugging me.
It's not a hug, but you can do that.
I reverse...
I'll press my forehead.
Do you think you're gonna notice if I sleight of hand reverse pickpocket you right now? Because I got
no.
a plus. I got like a +6.
I actually also have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have
rolled a
anything
4.
poisonous? Does anyone have anything poisonous? Because I haven't cast either of these 2 spells ever before, so I need to practice.
I could definitely get some.
It's very worrying, thank you.
I think maybe we have some rat poison in the larder.
And I'll practice tomorrow to make sure I can nail it so we don't get there and I mess up.
You need someone to eat the poison to try it, or?
Wait. Bramble's little arrows. I just looked. They do cause the poisoned condition.
Oh.
But don't mess up his arrows. You can look at that they're poisonous, but don't take away the poisonous. He needs them in case you people try to get any funny ideas and come up my tower again.
That specific reason only.
If it's for you to be sure that you know how to do it, Bramble can shoot me, and I'll be poisoned. And
He's already knocking an arrow.
He can. Wait, hold on. We didn't say yes.
So it's like he had sat up for a little bit and said what he was gonna say, and he instantly has a super severe headache, and he's like laying back down and watching.
I feel like Nova is also laying down beside you, just watching this happen. Like,
You both are exhausted. both
Cool.
mentally and physically. You literally went from being an innocent child to falling in love to falling like you just so much just happened to you.
Getting ripped in
some
half
of-
like a Twizzler.
Yeah.
Becoming a
Some of-
manipulator, being manipulated even more.
Being torn in
I will
half.
say,
I do have negative wisdom.
because you just went through the process of falling in love with Elizabeth, I'm not by any means going to tell you that you're in love with her now, but
I get it.
you have a kinship now, basically. You understand. Yeah. There's context to it now, so it gives you kind of. It's kind of impossible to not feel some sort of care towards her, whether or not you're in love with her now.
She saved me. She tried.
She tried.
She saved me twice. Just because she cared about me. Logan was the youngest, so did this all
Yep.
happen before he ever started getting taken?
Yep.
So he never got as into it.
My God.
He never really knew. And they're the two that are left.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a question, but it'll be for after.
You also understand the trauma that your younger brother went through now as well. Because he remembers everything.
He didn't get to forget, and then on top of that, he was a prisoner for months in their basement. Save children, talk with my family after.
I feel like we're all like, damn, like, God, that was a ride.
I mean, it's 10 for you, Chel.
Yeah.
Right on the dot.
Yeah, I feel
If
like
there's nothing else that anybody wants to do before we end, I think that's actually a great place to end. Gives us all time to process everything that we just experienced over the next 2 weeks, and we can pick up after Vigil next week, so 2 weeks from now.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, we have
is
to go
everybody good to play next week? 'Cause I know it's getting close to the holidays.
I'm fine.
So everybody's still good to play on the 22nd?
Yep, I'm
Yeah.
good.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Any closing remarks?
We love you.
Don't forget to check out Cardboard Castle Games and Little Dragon Corp.
Hell yeah.
Don't be in a cult.
Don't be in a call.
That too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you're quite literally watching your entire life flash before your eyes, make sure you add your proficiency bonus. See you next week.
Love you. Bye.
11.